Hello guys, my name is Quinn. Today's video I want to show you and take you through the Maringo Sports Club system. I'm going to take you through my tables and also a few of my queries, and I'm also going to show you the forms that I've created. Now to start with, I have 8 tables including the one for my security. Now as you can see here, I have users and also security. Remember, this database is created such that any person with the password can be able to log in. I don't know whether that is the best security feature, but anyways, that is how I have designed this one. So any person who is a member of the club and has a password can be able to log into this system. That is why the number of users can be as many as possible. So in my security table, I have one person as the admin, and then the users are anybody who was the username and the password. And the users here now, I can add as many as possible. The first one I've added as admin and the password 123. Now if we come back here and enter the username as admin and also the password as 1, 2 and 3, I can actually be able to log in and I get this message saying welcome. Now that is it with the security. If you want to look at the details and see what I have done, I can go to design view and I'll just show you a little of what is happening in there. I'll view code up here, and you can actually be able to see that this is the basic code that I've written to perform the security checks. Up here we are checking if there is actually something in the login box. If there's nothing, then the user is prompted to insert a password or the username. If that is sorted, then we can go ahead and check if the actual password he has provided is the actual password that is saved in the database. Now that is done. Moving on, we can go ahead and close all these forms and tables up here. Now we are in the home page. Now the home page contains all the forms where I can actually be able to fill in data to tables, and the other side you also have reports where I can be able to generate a few reports based on what is happening in the system and the games at large. Now the first table that I always tell you guys is the club members table. This is the table that is going to contain all the members of the club. If you've not gotten that, I'm going to repeat it for the very last time. This table contains everybody in the club, even though there are a few records here, sorry for that, but anyways, it contains everybody in the database. As you can see, I have their date of birth, their contacts, institution, whether he was registered as an individual or as a group. Remember, if you're registered as a group, you must provide maybe the institution or something like that to make you a group. If you are an individual, you just provide your name and nothing more, and all these details are also required. Now if I go to this page here, you can see the data types of all the field names that are here. You can see I have the member ID as auto number. That is very important. You cannot provide a unique ID to every individual. You cannot select it yourself. The computer has to do it for you. It is much smarter than you. Now special needs, I have it as long text because you don't know what special needs somebody might be explaining in very long details. Here you are providing whether you are an individual or group. This is the check that is going to make you provide either an institution or just you. If you are just you, it is okay. If you are not an individual, you have to provide the group that you belong to. Now I hope this is just it. So moving on, I have the damaged equipment. In this table we save anything that the captain returns and it is damaged is recorded here. Now we have the captain who was the one selected during the match, and he was given the equipment. Now if anything goes wrong, he's the one who returns it, and if maybe the hockey stick or the game shot is lost, you have to enter the market price of the item and then you calculate the surcharge. This is just it, nothing more here. You have the captain as number, surcharge as number. Remember, captain, it is not a must for him to be number. Captain, as you can see here, is actually the name, so you can change this to maybe text. What I can recommend is, if you know that you're going to calculate in a certain field, for example surcharge, it is going to be calculated, it is very important for you to make this field, make the data type of this field number, because you can actually do math like summation, multiplication in surcharge in number data type. You cannot do calculation in short text, that is impossible. So Captain, if you're not going to calculate anything in there, just make it a short text. Now let me just move on. I'll close that. The facilitation fee, this is another very important table. The facilitation fee, when you go for an external match, you have to pay a facilitation fee. That is what we are getting here, so that the patron can also get a commission from the games that is studying in for. That is it. We have the external, whether it is an external or not external. Remember, it is only if it is external that you're going to calculate the patron's commission and also provide facilitation fee. If it is not external, then nothing of that is happening. Going back, let me go through these tables real quick. The items that are purchased, this is where we had trouble last time. There are people who are failing to calculate the items that are purchased, and also the stock level that was giving people challenges, but I think I made it very clear. Now here, the items that are purchased is actually the item itself that is being purchased, and the person who is purchasing the item, very important, the quantity of the items that they're purchasing, and also the total amount. Multiply the quantity by price, you get the total amount. Now the date and also the stock level. Remember, the stock level, here we are recording what remains after you purchase an item. Suppose John comes, purchases an item that was previously 500, the stock level was previously 500, and he purchases 100 of them, you remain with 400. Another person comes, he'll have to record the purchase from 400. If he purchases 10, then we have 390, then you record that. And then there's discounted amount. This is calculated after someone purchases items that are above 10,000 shillings. If not, then we record here 0, 0, 0s. I guess that is it. As you can see here, my ID is short text. Now remember, you cannot put everything to auto number, because we have a table that is keeping track of all the items. Now that table is containing all the items, and their ID is auto number. Now here, if an item is purchased, the item ID has to be recorded or selected in that case. The quantity has to be number and total number, date, date and time. Remember, you might be having challenges here. Suppose you create your database in 2016, Microsoft Office 2016, and then you transfer to another computer that is maybe is 2021. No, the other way around. If you create your database, for example, I create mine in Office 2021, and then I transfer it to someone having a computer with Office 2016 or 2013, this might give you a challenge. As you can see in the documentation in the website, if you want to know more about that, you can tell me in the description. You can tell me in the comment section. Just let me know if you want to know more about this. You cannot actually have the date and time for previous offices, previous Microsoft Office. It is going to give you a problem. So just comment in the comment section, and then I'll get back to you if you want to know more about this. If you transfer your Microsoft Access to Office 2007, 2013, and you created it in 2016 or 2021, this date and time might create problems. It will refuse to open. I guess that is it. Now we can go back and check the security. Security is not very important at the moment. It's not useful. This is just to show that your access is okay. Sports items, this is just the table that you are given in the question paper. It is created here just exactly the same way it is in the question paper, so no any points there. Also the sports offered, it is just the same, no points there either. Now we can move on. Remember I don't know whether I showed you how to use the queries, but if you want to know more about the queries, just also leave the comment in the comment section, and then I'll see and create a video and show you how you can actually make use of queries. Let me open this discounted purchases. Now what queries do, they just filter data from other tables or other queries. In this case, if I go back to design view, you can see the tables that are contained here. I have item from the sports items table, and I have also the name from the club members table, and the discounted amount from item purchase table. Those are the tables that I have up here: the item purchase table, the club members table, and the sports items table. You can see that the item, so I'm getting the item and also getting the name and also the discounted amount. So the name is for the person who purchased the item. The item from the sports item is the actual item that was purchased, and the discounted amount is the discount that the person who purchased got after purchasing the item that he purchased. That is it, and that is why we are getting this. The sports shoe, the person who purchased was Jalet, and they got a discount after purchasing a few items. He got a discount of 47,000. Now we can go, let me see at the registration fee. This is the registration fee. This is actually very simple. It's just getting a few records from a single table. So I just filtered out the registration fee for all the members of the club. That is what we have here. If you want, you can add their names as well, just like that. And if you run, you will see that this guy paid 500 and Gregory is an individual, so he paid 1,000. That is it. And save, close that one too. Right, let me go to forms. Actually, before we go, I can show you something here really quick. You can change how this ribbon actually looks, so that you can have the objects that are related together. In this case, I have changed just down here. I have selected tables and related view. In this view, you can actually see all the which table is related to which query and which form and which report, in that way. So we have the club members, and because of the relationship that we have, all these things are related to the club members table. And the damaged equipment, this is the table, this is the query, and this is the form, and this is the report that is related to damaged equipment. Also the facilitation fee and the item purchased, as you can see in that way. I hope this makes sense. Now moving on, let me see the forms that I created. If a new member comes, you have to click on this and click on new so that you can register a new member. So we have the name, gender, weight, and so on and so forth. The contact, many of you got my contact from this form. I don't know how I forgot, and not very nice. The registration fee is 500 for an individual and 1,000 for an individual and 500 for group membership. So let us close that form. Hope that is, I cannot save. All right, let us go and register damaged equipment. So who is the captain here? Let me select that one. What is the equipment? Also select from the drop down. What is the market price of the item? Say 15.5, and the surcharge is going to be calculated automatically. Hit save, and that is done. That form. Next, let me see which can we. All the rest are just boring. Look at the reports. we can generate the total items to purchase. Click on that report. You can see this is what was actually created. These are the forms that these are the items that were purchased. These are the people who purchased the items. This is the total amount, and what was discounted is here. I hope this makes sense. Now you can see all the members of the club. No calculations here. Oh, these are the members that we have for the club. I think I'll stop there. I hope this video makes sense. If you have any question, just leave in the comment section. Somebody wanted me to show him the reports and the queries that I have, and also the tables, how I have designed my tables. So this is it. I hope this makes sense for you, and I hope you've understood what I've done in my table. This can help you create your own report and tables, queries also. If you have any question, just leave in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up and support my channel by subscribing. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.